New York City has always been a beacon of light for people around the world. A place where hopes and dreams meet opportunity and success. But 2020 came along and changed life as we know it. The COVID-19 pandemic rocking the world and rattling the Big Apple to its core. And what the coronavirus did was shine a light on a problem that's been hiding in plain sight. One that lives on nearly every street, in every borough: hunger. In the richest city in the world, 1 in 5 people go to bed hungry.
The people who you thought would never be on food lines are on food lines.
In those lines of hardworking people are our neighbors, our family members, our friends.
You know, there but for the grace of God, it could have been me.
These are our stories of hardship,
I was crying.
hope, and heroes.
Come over here and stand in that line for just 1 hour. Your heart will be full like mine are.
Hi, I'm Leslie Gordon, President and CEO of Food Bank for New York City. And as you can imagine, we've been very busy here since March, distributing record amounts of food. First, we want to say thank you. A great big heartfelt thank you for your support. Some of you have given money, some have given time, and then there are some who gave all that and then some to help feed our New Yorkers in need. You rallied around our city and our mission like never before to help us provide more than 77 million meals since the start of our crisis response. That's an increase of 70% more than the same period last year. In these extraordinary times, your partnership is helping us to infuse much needed support into our frontline forces. Thanks to your unprecedented generosity, we're making a $14 million investment to support the soup kitchens and food pantries who are fighting hunger across the 5 boroughs during this incredible pandemic. This will be one of the largest investments Food Bank has ever made to strengthen our city's network of emergency food providers in our 36-year history. We're applying it across 4 key pillars: food grants, operational and capacity grants, healthcare partnerships, and a mobile pantry program. These pillars address key areas of need throughout our network, providing a vital support to the infrastructure, security, and survival of our member agencies on the ground. One of those frontline heroes is the hardworking team at La Jornada Food Pantry in the heart of Corona, Queens. La Jornada had just moved to its new location when news of the pandemic broke and the city went into lockdown.
I show up on the 28th of March, ready to go, and there's a police car, police captain, everything is there, and I'm going like, oh my God, what happened here? And he opened the door, looks at me, and said, oh, Mr. Rodriguez, you have a line that is 28 blocks long. I go, what? I said, 28 blocks long, you go here or there. Do you need the National Guard? I said, I don't need tanks. We probably need food. After 3 blocks, I knew that we didn't have any food for these people. And my heart was broken coming back and said, because I started to tell people, we don't have enough food. Go home. So I started to type the memo. We're going to be closed. Come back after the pandemic. Everything will be okay. And then I turn around and there is a lady and a little girl standing there. So I said, can I help you? And they said, yes. I said, we need some food. So I said, okay, that's what we're here for. No, why do you need food? Why today? They said, because we have not eaten in the last 3 days. So I'm looking at this little girl with the biggest eyes you have ever seen in your life. And I go, you have not eaten 3 days? Yeah. I said, yes, everything is closed. We lost a job 2 weeks ago. And the little girl is looking at me like, yeah. I say, so we give them some food, come back to my desk, and I say, no, we cannot close. There's no way that you cannot open, but I need help. I mean, we really need help here. Food Bank started to send trucks, okay? So during the week, it started to send me trucks and trucks and trucks. But you guys don't understand that. That week, you were saving lives. But a lot of trucks don't have lifts, and especially big trucks. So we need a forklift to go there and get it out of there and bring it out onto the floor. So it becomes a big thing, okay? We really, you think one little machine can do to change the life of people? We get that trucks empty so much faster. Thank you. Thank you for those kids. Thank you for the seniors and for the families. they will come over here and stand at the door in that line for just 1 hour. Their cars will be full, like mine are.
Thanks to this incredible investment that you help support, this will mean equipment for the safe storage and transportation of more food. Like the brand new forklift we're thrilled to be able to provide to the La Jornada team. Since the start of the pandemic in March, visits to emergency food providers have risen by 63% across New York City. So our member investment is also providing food grants to increase both the quantity and frequency of their food distributions.
Our food program has been here for 44 years. It started as just a small little room in the basement. When we went upstairs, we went up to 150 people on a line. And then when COVID hit, we jumped to sometimes up to 800. We moved down here now to the gym. The shutdown was in the middle of March. The first week we didn't open up because we didn't know exactly what to do. But then when we seen how many food insecure individuals we have in our community, we opened up the pantry. We emptied everything we had. At the time, the worst was when we had to shut down our line, and one time we only had to give potatoes, a pack of potatoes to everybody, because there was just no more food. To see them really at the door just for that bag of potatoes, it tugs at your heartstrings. It made me feel like I wanted to go home and get the food out my cabinet and give to them, because it was very disheartening. Food Bank realized that we really started servicing so many extra people, and they started sending us more food. They were like, we're gonna send this, we're gonna send this, we're gonna send this. Every time I spoke to them, Jorge Leosa, he's the best, and he really cares about what we're doing and trying to feed the community. I can call him and I can say, this is what's going on, and he'll call me and say, I got something for you. And then he called me with the community response program because of the CRP program. We are able to provide them with full 2, 3, 4 days worth of food, full nourishing meals for all food choices, and we were able to not have to worry and not have to shut down our line. We're very thankful of that program.
As you can imagine, agencies are stretching on shoestring budgets in their best effort not to turn anyone away. It's a similar story at Holy Apostles Soup Kitchen in Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood. Holy Apostles serves as a resource hub in a community facing both significant closures and rising food insecurity. Between March and July of 2019, Holy Apostles served 140,000 meals. Fast forward to the same time period in 2020, and they'd already served more than 500,000 meals. By July, Holy Apostles had surpassed its projections for the entirety of 2020 and set a new record for meals served throughout their 38-year history.
By being a community response partner, we were able to increase our capacity and expand our pantry from 1 day a week to 3 days a week. So we are now able to serve up to 600 households every week through our pantry program alone, thanks to Food Bank.
One of the most successful strategies of our COVID response has been the citywide deployment of pop-up distributions, like this one at Yankee Stadium. In keeping with our focus of meeting the need where it is, our pop-ups have allowed us to go borough by borough, zooming in on neighborhoods in greatest need and giving food to those residents directly. Our new mobile pantry program will take this model to the next level by literally putting it on wheels. We'll start by targeting gaps in our network where agencies are closed or do not exist, or where our partners need more food to meet the need in their neighborhoods. Over the next 12 months, we plan to serve more than 140,000 families. Our impact will go beyond meals by offering access to other Food Bank for New York City services, like our free tax program, health screenings, and nutrition education. Too often, our poorest and hungriest communities are also our sickest. So we're investing in Food Bank's long-standing relationships with local hospitals by bringing them into our member network. We're thrilled to welcome NYU Langone, Brookdale Hospital, and Memorial Sloan Kettering. These hospitals will receive a steady flow of nutritious food deliveries for their on-site pantries and pop-up distributions. As you can see, when news of the pandemic broke, we got to work, and so did you. We simply couldn't do what we do without you. Your donations are fueling a well-oiled machine that's moving tens of millions of pounds of fresh, healthy food throughout the 5 boroughs of New York City. And we won't stop. In fact, we're just getting started. On behalf of Food Bank for New York City, I'm Leslie Gordon. Thanks so much for watching.